Hello again, fellow crafty humans. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Craft Dungeon. Your dirty paintbrush is in the house. We are going to try to go ahead and get some stuff done in these journals. And I've got all kinds of fun stuff to use. So I probably should have done all this before I started back up again. But my problem is all this stuff that I think I might want to use is all over on another shelf. And I'm gonna bring it closer to me because I've got all my stamps and some magazine clippings and like all this stuff. These are, yeah, full of acrylic stamps. This was the best way so far that I found to store this stuff for me because these binders are super cheap at Walmart, and then you can buy packs of page protectors. And so I just started buying up all these binders and sticking my stamps in there because they were just all thrown in a drawer. And that wasn't doing me any good. So I brought I've got all three of my buckets of stuff, which is insane. I'll have to take some pictures of how much crap I have. I've got 3 junk jars full of stuff, and a lot of it is packaging and things like that that I saved. That I'm going to have to paint over or do something with because it's packaging. So I'm going to start by cutting this down. I can obviously do something with that as a background, but I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I may just go ahead and cut it down this way. And there I've got smaller pieces that'll fit in my book. I don't know why I'm trying to put my scissors away because, well, that's not going to do me any good because I'm going to need scissors. And this glue is tacky still. I don't prefer using glue sticks because they just don't work that well for me. But I know some of this stuff, doesn't work well with super wet glue if it's thin, and then I don't just always want to use matte medium or Mod Podge either. So anyway, I've got piles of stuff, and I think what I need to do is just start going in here and putting things down. Because that's going to be, do I have to snip the tip? Oh, there's glue there. Yep. Yep, there's glue. Thank you so much for that. That was dumb on my part to just rip the cap off of here. It looks like that the tip is already ready to go. So, what did I do? Did I get some everywhere? Anyway, this is a thick enough piece of paper that I'm going to go ahead and squirt some A-leans on this. I was so excited when I finally ran out of my A-leans in the other bottle that I constantly had to fight with all the time because I was so tired of shaking it. And I love this bottle that you store upside down. That way the glue is ready for you whenever you want it. So I'm going to put that there. And I had picked out a couple of really cool things that I was wanting to layer. And I don't remember what I was going to do with all of this. But I did some blackout poetry on this book that I had. And this was actually a little better than that one I was talking about. But I'll read it because I think it's kind of cool. It says, faulty hearts, perfect night, frost and fire, mind, magic, book, dark child, life, grateful, too dim, or my eyes were too dim to see. I don't know why, but I just think that is very nice. So I don't really like that so much there. Let's keep looking for a place. I'm so inspired when I watch people like Dawn do her Fatty Patty, how she can just go through her pile of stuff and just start throwing everything together, and it looks gorgeous. So I'm trying to force myself to do this because I want to do this. I want to just start putting stuff down in the book and letting it tell its story. But I have a hard time feeling like that I'm capable, I guess, of doing it. So it takes me a little bit. Like, I flip through all of this and I'm like, oh, now see, these colors actually go really well right here. So let's see what I can do with this. Oh, look, I drew a little face here. That's funny. That is funny. My little face is funny. It's barely gonna fit in here is the problem that I have with that. And I don't really want to cover up my face. But I do like those colors. And I don't even know if this is needed or not. I could just put that there. But I feel like it needs to be layered with something, see? And thus it begins. Now here's my, oh my gosh, what do I do? I'm frozen and stuck and I can't move. So let's see what I could layer with it. I've got piles of stuff. That's cute. I gotta put that in there somewhere. I've just got so much stuff and I don't know what to do with it all. I just get really overwhelmed with it all. So what I need to do is just start taking some stuff out and piling it up here and then picking through it. It's what I need to do. Like, I've had these twist ties forever that say lovey things on them. I have no clue what to do with them. Love that. Got all kinds of picture framey looking things in here. So, hey, I've glued one thing down so far. Look at me go. Here is a tag that I would like to turn into something. So I guess I'm looking for colors that match. And, or coordinate, I guess match is not necessarily. Colors that speak to me, because I really don't give a crap if they match. Or speak to the theme of, you know, the little poem thingy I did. Yeah, this is where stuff starts to slide downhill real fast for me. Because then I don't like sitting here digging through stuff. When you guys want to see some action. That's pretty. Gotta do something with that. There's just so much stuff. And it's not in any order, in any rhyme or reason, and so that's why I'm thinking I really just need to pull a bunch of it out and throw it up here and make myself dig through it, through just this pile. So I guess that's what I'm doing at the moment. Quotes there. Got me a kitty and a puppy. Got me that little piece of thingy there. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So this is just my, this is my bin of little stuff. Or it's supposed to be my bin of little stuff. That definitely needs to go somewhere because I made that a long time ago and it's super cute. It's a clothing tag. It's called New York Laundry. That's the clothing line, and I just love that it's called New York Laundry. So I won't even probably cover that tag up because I just think it's really cool. Okay, that's been in there forever. Some of this stuff just needs to get glued in a book so that I look at it. Okay, so I got some stuff out of there. I think I still get stuck from the scrapbooking days of things have to be a certain way and be placed a certain way and look a certain way and be aligned a certain way, and I didn't even get my napkins out. Which I've actually started collecting a few more since I started doing some more swaps. So I've got all kinds of cool napkins in here now, which is cool. So yeah, got all kinds of stuff. And that didn't get me any closer to picking out what I want to layer with this. So I think I just need to stop jacking around and just start putting stuff down on here. Do I want that to go under? The back side of that is, what did I do? Paint over it. I sure did. So do I want to put something behind it so that you can kind of see it through the window? No, because you can't really see it through the window, so it doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh. Guys, smack me. I need some help here. This glue is really dry. Yeah, this is not going to do anything except for rip my paper all up. Trash. That was some leftover glue that, if I remember right, my daughter had brought that home from the school year, maybe 6th grade, at the end of 6th grade. So I've probably had it for over a year, and it's probably been open for 2 years. So I'm going to see if I can get this glue stick to stick. Yeah, so things don't have to be perfect. Why is there hair? Well, because I live in a house full of animals. Okay, and me and my daughter, we shed a lot of hair. I have a lot of hair that comes out. Like, if I don't get my hair trimmed and layered often enough, then it gets to the point where, and I don't have thinning hair by any means. I've got thick hair, and it just, man, it's everywhere. I'm so tired of my hair everywhere, and I'm always cleaning it up. It drives me insane. Here we go again. Trying to figure it all out. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. Like, do I even need to have anything else there? I don't know. I don't know. That's the problem. The problem is that I don't know. I can put that down over there. Here's an even fatter piece. It's left over from my last flock swap, and you know, it looks kind of cool with my pink. So probably some of, I don't know, maybe the issue for me is that I have way more scraps and painty papers and tags and packaging than I do actual pieces of ephemera. I don't know. I mean, I can't explain it. For some reason, I can't just quickly dig through a pile of stuff and go, oh, this looks good, and oh, that looks good, and I feel like I'm missing the bar somewhere. And I don't even know that I think the point of that was gessoing over that terrible drawing that I tried to do. And so I think I was trying to cover that up. So we'll just continue with that and go ahead and cover it up. Because it's not real good. So I don't know that I really want to look at it much. What do I have here? Not quite. It will fit once I tear it, though. Now it fits. Check that out. And then I get glue where I don't want glue. That's because this is such a fat glue stick. It's real hard to be precise with such a fat glue stick. So far, this one works better than any of the Elmers I've ever used. And everybody, I mean, everything works differently for everybody because some people really like the Jot ones from Dollar Tree. I've had absolutely no luck with those at all. Whoa. A lot of people like the Elmers. I've also had absolutely no luck with those at all. So I think some of it has to do with the climate you live in, the temperature that your craft supplies stay at, maybe, the actual place where the glue gets manufactured. I mean, I don't know how their quality control is. Some of the manufacturers might have different quality control procedures than others. I don't know. But, it doesn't make sense that it works fine for one person and doesn't work at all for another. I mean, there's got to be some sort of catalyst or changey type, something that's different. So, that right there. Okay, I got like 4 whole pieces down out of 96,323. So we're making progress here, folks. Slowly but surely. I don't really, these were made, as little bag ties. Like you would see on a bread bag or something like that, I guess. Obviously, I've had these for years and years and years and never used them to make, and they're all kind of romance themed. I've never used them to tie any kind of treat bags or gift bags or anything like that. So I'm just going to start pulling them apart and gluing them down. gonna flippy places. Where should this go? Ah! I knew that was gonna happen, right? And it just did it again. For the love of all that is crafty. Oh my. Alright. Let's get on there before we lose any more of the glue on my hand. Yeah, because that's not annoying at all. I need to get my wipes out of this drawer. I can't get to them. Throw them up here. I don't really want glue all stuck to my hands. So yeah, okay. Artists can color the sky red because they know it's blue. Those of us who aren't artists must color things the way they really are, or people might think we're stupid. I love this. That's hilarious. I don't know why, but I like that there. So that's where it's going to go. We're making progress, ladies and gentlemen. We are making progress. I am so in love with, I don't know if any of you follow the Jane Davenport mixed media artimologist. I about put that upside down. That may not be a bad thing, you know. I can put it upside down because I know that it goes right side up. See? That would have been a nice twist on the quote. But they are doing a, I don't know if it's just a Jane Davenport thing. I know they're using her products, but they're doing like Alice in April and Mad Hatter and March or something like that. Anyway, it's all Alice in Wonderland, you know, themed, which I adore. I love Alice. And most of them are like drawing these amazing pictures and then, you know, using Jane's watercolors and her mermaid marker, all of her stuff to color them. And there's some really cool stuff. And I'm like, man, I wish I could draw. Because I would love to draw cool stuff like that. And I've been trying to practice a little bit. And it's funny because I really want to draw kind of abstract, whimsical stuff. I don't want to draw like a super accurate, you know, portrait of somebody. So I don't know why I try so hard. I think it's because I feel like I need to learn the basics of how to draw an actual face before I feel like I would be able to even, you know, do anything abstract-y. But yes, if I could draw, I would be drawing Alice in Wonderland stuff all over the place. I suppose I could practice. There is an option there, right? Laugh. That doesn't really fit there. Hello, kitty. I'm coming down here to cause problems. You're going to go getting yourself in trouble in there. Yes, you are. Speaking of Jane Davenport, here's some of her packaging. Yeah. So, anyway, well, hello. You guys kind of got stuck in here, didn't you? I have no idea what they're doing there, standing on that paper like that. What are they doing there? What are you doing? So my son is in driver's ed right now, and so we've also been working with him on driving. Oof. I mean, he's not a bad driver by any means, but I am just not comfortable. And so it's getting a little better for me. I think the first time I went out with him, I was in the back seat and I was letting my husband handle all of it, but I was literally like, I would not look out of the car at all because I didn't want to see anything. I didn't want to get freaked out and yell and scare the crap out of him or anything like that, you know. So yeah, the past couple of days I've been letting him drive us back from school. So yeah, which isn't too far, it's just a couple of miles, but there are times where I'm like, oh, you're too close, stop. Slow down, kitty. I don't know what you're in there messing with, but you're probably in my box of paper. And that's not a necessary place for you to be. Get out of there. I hear you in there, knocking stuffs over. She needs to be sitting on something, because she's sitting. Can she sit on a flower? She could. Yeah, she could sit on a flower. Maybe I should put her up here sitting on a flower. Well, I mean, why not? She can sit on a flower if she wants to sit on a flower. Sit on a flower. This is not coming out very evenly. I wonder if my hole needs to be a little bit bigger in my glue. So I am trying to relax. I'm trying not to think about the things that I have to do at work. I've got a contract to finish, and I've got some standardization templates to work on, and then I have 3 solicitations to audit that need to go for approval in a couple of weeks. So I got to get those audited and the final reports done for approval before they can go to council for approval. So I had a bunch of stuff kind of hit at once, and I keep sitting here going, oh, I need to put that in my report, or oh, I need to add this, or I need to ask this person a question. Oh, and then I'm still trying to finish up one of my projects I'm working on. So I'm trying to work out logistics with the consultant, because we need to have a phone call with one of the departments. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I think I kind of want to use this as a tabby somewhere. There. Maybe it should go like this. Or maybe like that. Or maybe like this. I mean, there's 3 whole ways it could go and actually sticks if I flipped it around. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm sold on that yet. But I kind of want to make it a tabby. But I'm just not sure where to put it. There's a shock. Like with everything else, I don't know where to put it. No. I don't know, guys. I like this thing, whatever it is. I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be. I have freaking no idea. It looks like a cassette tape with some stuff cut out the bottom of it. It came in a paper pack, and it had like a sheet of die cuts. And it was, oh, I can't even remember what that brand was. It used to be popular, and I really loved it. Basic gray paper. Back from the scrapbooking days. And it had some really cool die cuts. I mean, I could flip through this whole stinking thing and be like, ain't no way to pin it. I mean, as you can see, since these are tied in, these are moving around a lot, which I don't care. If I was trying to do something super, what's the word? Intricate or precise, I would want to take this out. But that's not what this was meant for. This book was not meant for intricate and precise anything. It was meant for junk. I don't know what I want to do with this. So that means I can put it aside, I guess, because I just don't know. Oh. So, yeah. I probably want to throw some paint on that because I just don't really... That one didn't have a lot of paint on it. So I don't even know... I'm not sure why I glued that in there because it just wasn't that exciting to begin with. Pretty thin, so I don't really want to make a pocket out of that. So, I mean, my biggest problem here is going to be running out of stuff to talk about, and then I'm just going to sit here. So, let me see what else is going on. I would love to join in and do the, I want to do what the ladies are doing over on Lisa, My Eclectic Life. They are doing, I can't remember the word, but it's where you take junk and glue it down to a background. And the theme is garage or basement. So you go find stuff out of your garage and or basement. And Aunt Beck was working on hers tonight. And she actually made hers. She had a round substrate, and she glued down her items in such a way that it looked like a great big beautiful tree. And anyway, it looks super cool. And then on Monday at Lisa's live stream, they're going to do a pick 10 where they pick out prompts basically and have you do them on that piece that you already created. And I really want to do it. So I need to go shopping in the garage and maybe even the basement and just see what I can find. And I've got this 12 by 12 ceramic tile that I've been wanting to use for a long time. And I hadn't decided what I was going to do with it yet. So I'm thinking that I'd kind of like to use it for this, but then since I've only got one of them, I'm also thinking, I've got lots of reclaimed wood from like old fence boards, and since I've got a ton of those out in the garage, I could use one of those. So that would be cool. Jeez, I am such a mess. Like, I literally just can't. I've got to figure out how to get to the point where I can just start gluing stuff down. Because I sit here and try to pick out the perfect thing rather than just getting stuff done. How do you all do it? I need some tips. Because this is, I mean, I'm loving this. I love the journals and I love going back and looking through them, but I'm so stuck when I try to actually do anything. I mean, do I even care about protecting the rest of this while I glue this down? I don't know. Am I supposed to care? Because it's a junky piece of junky junk. It's junky junk. We're making junky junk. And that is fine with me because it's eclectic and it's weird and fun and carnival. I don't know. I just wanted to say carnival. 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 Scooch over. Oh, let me see. I am going to put down this napkin, and I think I'm still going to go ahead and put down what I had on here because I really like it. I like the little dress form and the quote. So that is my plan. I don't know if I have the expectation of like sitting down and finishing this book in one go, and that's why I feel so rushed, or I don't know if I feel rushed because this can't be fun. I have not built up the bond with people like Dawn has. So Dawn can get away with talking and everybody loves it because everybody wants to know what's going on with Dawn, myself included. I can talk about stuff and everybody's like, I don't even know you yet. What are you talking about? And I don't care. And I realize and I understand this. So, I don't know. It's a lot more fun for me to sit here and talk while I'm doing this stuff, I guess, than it is for me to, it depends on what I'm doing. Like when I did the watercolor galaxies, I was actually watching Marta's tutorial while I was doing it. And so, yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this because instead of letting it dry and then cutting it out, I'm being a real dumbhead and just trying to tear it. And all it's doing is just coming off of everything here. These books are not about perfection. They're about getting on here, and the whole point of this is I keep stuff that I like. For whatever reason, I like how it looks. So go back in my jar. So I shouldn't care. I'm not scrapbooking. So I need to stop caring about this perfect composition of things. And I'm also not making a journal that I'm like sending out to somebody or giving as a gift either. This is for me. It's for me. I'm going to be selfish. It's mine. And when I die, somebody else gets stuck looking at it and wondering what the heck was she thinking. Like my son told me last week, this looks like a kindergartner made it. Thank you, son. I love you too. I know, especially teenagers. I mean, a lot of people don't get this gluey, booky, junky journal stuff. I don't expect, like my coworkers and stuff, except for one. One I got into it, but most people, I don't expect them to understand a thing about it and why I do it and why I find it enjoyable and relaxing and everything else. And I might as well just go ahead and Mod Podge the rest of this because I already started Mod Podging. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and keep Mod Podging. The issue when you start doing this is that then you have to, get it dry before you can flip and start working on another page. So there's that. And that takes time. I need to try this technique that my friendship swap partner used, Melissa, when she made the page with the things that I sent her. And she had taken 3 pages and basically glued down napkins and paper, and then she tore them in 3 different places so that it looked layered. It was the coolest thing, and she said she had watched a video about it, and then she wanted to try it, so she tried it in the friendship flock journal, and it looked so cool. So now I want to do it. I better wipe that stuff off the rim of the jar, or it's just gonna, the lid is just gonna get stuck on there, and next time I go to open it, I am not going to be a happy mamma jamma. I don't know why I got all this stuff out, because I don't know, am I supposed to? Maybe I should be stamping in here. Oh my gosh, my cord is stuck on everything. Heavens to Betsy. Yeah, that's happening. That made me laugh. I've been trying to stick these sunglasses in like the last 3 projects that I worked on to no avail. And now I want to put them there. That's where I want them to be. And I've got to get my cord out from under my cart wheel. You get on over there under the table where you're supposed to be, young lady or ma'am or man, whoever. And I basically just want to get it dry enough so that I can flip the page and it not stick to everything. Where is that knot stuck down? Popping up on that side. Now, come on. You got some glue on there, so why do you keep popping up? Okay, I definitely want to put this in here somewhere, and I think I've got a couple of darker pages where that could work, but it doesn't have to be a dark. See, I think it would look good on this. This is like a little fold out kind of, I don't remember what it's called. I learned how to make it in some hello. There was some group. It was a card making group that they did some other stuff, but mostly it was cards. And this was one of the things that they did. It was just a little tiny, more like an embellishment. It's not like necessarily some, well, you could use it as like a little gift tag kind of card or something. But I made this out of graphic 45 paper and some of my flowers. Graphic 45 paper and a little embellishment. It says music, the food of love. If music be the food of love, play on. Oh, perfect. See, now I need one of my little bag tie thingies again that says something like, I love you. Yeah, the problem with these is that these are so annoying. Yeah, because they're meant to twist, the words go one direction and then another. So what I need to do is just go ahead and twist the dumb thing and fold it over like that. There we go. And it says, "Be still, my heart." Yes, it do. That is in fact what it says. Okay, so trying to actually get this to hold like that is going to be another whole trick altogether. And let's please get glue everywhere. What is that big wet spot on the back of my table? What did I get back there? What is this? Is it water? I don't even know. Stop getting things all dirty. Why can't I just let it go and clean it tomorrow? That's what I really want to know. Well, at least my fingers didn't stick together, but neither did that, because I'm going to have to hold it a lot longer than that to get tacky glue to stick. I should have used my Tombow mono adhesive is what I should have used. I think that grabs a little bit quicker, and that's why I have it. And it also has a little bit more of a more precise tip. Yeah, because sometimes this tacky glue just takes a bit to, it's got to dry a minute before it grabs real well. So, and I don't really care if there's glue splooging out the edges, because I'm pretty sure this stuff's supposed to dry clear, but I don't even know. I thought it was. Does it dry clear? It doesn't say. It may not dry clear. I just assumed it dried clear. I'm not sure, actually. So don't quote me on that. Don't listen to me, because I don't know. And you can't even see the B. Come on. Can we please stick down? Please, pretty please. That would be so awesome of you. There we go. Yeah, these, they irritate me, and I've had them forever, and I really don't want anything to do with them, and I really like it if they just went away. I'm going to be real super honest about that right now. I don't want them. I don't want them in my life. I don't know where to put this. It's just a piece of paper. I think maybe my problem is I have absolutely no goal here. Like, I'm missing something. When I see other people do this, it's so effortless. And they're like, oh, this is beautiful here. Let me put it down, and it's beautiful. And they like throw a couple other little pieces from their junk jar on there, and wham, it's gorgeous. And it's fun to look at and all of that fun stuff. But when I do it, I literally cannot, I have no clue what I'm doing. So if anybody sees what I'm missing or doing wrong or worrying about too much, please feel free to leave me a nice, albeit it can be sassy, because I can handle that, I'm sassy, a comment, and let me know what the heck I'm missing in this whole process? Like, why is it hard for me because I just haven't done enough of it? Do I have too much stuff staring at me? What's going on here? Because I find this very, very difficult. Well, ain't you something? Why, yes, yes I am. And don't you forget it. It's pretty much how I feel about that, and I would like that to go with the pug, because to me that makes perfect sense. Yes. No. See, I can't just throw it down and be okay with it. I gotta be all like, it doesn't matchy. You know, it just stands out. I don't give a crap if it matches, do I? Oh, obviously I do. There we go. We're gonna use this. Tear it. Tear it. Go after it, girl. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely beautimous. I mean, there are some things that I'm able to look at and go, oh my gosh, yes, like I just did, you know? Like, I've got to put the pug with this. I used to have pugs. And I can imagine a pug looking at you and snorting, you know, like they do. Oh, hello, Finn. Hello, Finn. What's going on, buddy? Really? Well, ain't you something? Yeah. Boy. I don't know what he thinks is going on, but he's down here having a cow. Finn. Hush. You're gonna wake up Grandpa. I'm like, I don't care. Oh, dog. Finners. Hush. Hushy zuppies. See, and then I feel like maybe it's just me. What is your problem? Maybe. I don't know. There we go. We're going to do it because I hate this thing. This thing caused me so much grief for the first 23 and a half minutes of my video. Then I am gluing it down on this page, and that is where it is going to live for the rest of its forsaken life. It's where it's going, man. Because I'm done with it. I don't want to see you in my pile anymore. Whoa. Hello. Stay in your lane. We had a little bit of a veering off to the side issue there. There. The pug has made it be known that he is not impressed that you think you're something. That's what's happened there. Yeah. Alright. I'm down with that. Down with that. I don't know any of this. I kind of just want to cover that up because it doesn't make any sense. I have no idea what I was doing there. I mean, obviously I was trying to, leave some words that were cool. But it just did not work out for me. This stuff is pretty, this paint that I used under here is super bright colored. So I was trying to think of some super bright colored stuff that I could cover it up with. I don't have to cover it up completely, but I don't want it to be like the focal point of this page because it is literally nothingness. So, yeah. That's just going to go there. Just because I said so. And I think that should go down there because I said so then too. Because it's what the woman said. Ugh. This is a painted coffee filter that I got from one of my flocky swappers. I used part of it in my flock swap book, but I don't know. This is supposed to be super enjoyable and not stressful. And I feel like I'm stressed out. Oh, man. I am a mess. Let me see what I can find in this book that I grabbed at this estate sale, which I thought had some really awesome pictures in it. I went estate sailing with my niece. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. I think that's way too big for the page. I might even be able to, I don't have to use the whole thing, though. Sorry for any of those of you that are going to cringe at watching me pull this page out. I think I got all these books for like 50 cents a piece, and I found some really good stuff. It was super cool. And my niece and I had a great time. God, she's so fun to hang out with because she's just as crazy and weird as I am, and she also likes to craft. And she's kind of getting into the journal-y stuff more and the mixed media stuff more, which I'm so happy about. When I first met her, she was totally into the planner craze, and I tried so hard to get into it, to the whole happy planner thing. Oh my gosh. I do not have an exciting life. I had nothing to plan. I work every day, Monday through Friday, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then I pick up the kids from school, and then I make dinner. So that was another thing that was, I had a hard time with that too, because again, it's the same reason why I, not quickly, I did scrapbooking for several years, but it was hard for me. Scrapbooking was so hard. There was all this stuff I was supposed to conform to. Yeah, so now that I've cut this out, I think I'm going to cut her hat off, got I ain't gonna be able, I don't be fit all this on one page. See, I just thought it would look really cool with this bright paint I've got going on here. So I guess I could. I don't want to fold her over. I don't want to do it. So I'm not gonna. And you can't make me, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna cut off her legs. Tearing up journals and cutting off legs. I'm terrible. I mean, the main thing I want out of this is this bright freaking gown thing she's wearing, and wow, that is so cool. Anyway, so my niece and I had so much fun. We went to 2 estate sales, and we found like just 1 or 2 books at the first one, And then the second one we drove all the way across town for, and oh my gosh, we were there for so long. And this house that didn't look that big from the outside literally kept going forever, especially in the basement. And we found all kind. We both left there with like huge stacks of books, and between both estate sales, all the stuff that we brought home was like we each spent like $20, and I feel like that was a pretty good dealio there. Yeah. So see how perfect that turned out. That's glorious. That gives me a little glimmer of hope that someday I may be a pro glue booker, junk journaler, fatty patty purveyor of patties that are fatties. And when I say fatty patty, it's like Xerox. I'm talking about the copy machine, but I'm calling it Xerox. You know how that happens. I'm not trying to steal anybody else's term that they came up with first. It's just everybody calls it fatty patty. Mine is voluptuous violet. But just so that we're clear on what I'm referring to, when I say voluptuous violet, that is my big fat book of wondrous monstrosities. I love how she goes with this. Okay. I'm in love with her. She's gorgeous. She is gorgeous. And for some reason, I want that tea package to go there. Anyway. I just do. I think it looks really good against the Venetian style gate. Because everybody drinks orange tea while they're standing in front of a Venetian style gate. I don't know. There's just, maybe it's the color, maybe it's the orange, maybe it's the text. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the shape of this and the curves of that. Who knows why things appeal to some? You know? I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't answer that question. I can't answer that question. But usually when something smacks you in the face and says, oh my God, I have to do it, or I have to put this together, or I have to, I mean, there is a reason. She said, and then I should just put meow, because that's pretty much all she's going to say. Even though in her mind, she's probably saying a lot more to you than meow. My cat is probably like, give me water and fill up my food bowl and then give me love and snuggles. Those were a lot of thoughts, but I can guarantee you that she is thinking something of the sort. This is cute. I don't know. I just want to find a place to secure these down. Where shall I secure them? I need somewhere that kind of goes. And I know, here I go again, falling in that trap of this must go somewhere where it goes. I love it. It's like there's no head. There's no body. It's just a dress on a form, and then there's sunglasses there. So, can she see you? Oh, there we go. That might work. And it says good wishes for Easter. I don't care. They're little chickadees, and I'm not going to make like an Easter page, so they're going to go in the book. I think that I better wrap this up because otherwise I'm not going to get sleep tonight, and I'm going to be cranky at work, which is never fun for any of us. Also, I could sit here for hours trying to figure out what to glue in a book, and that's not any fun for anybody. So I think what I've noticed though is I think like anything else, even this takes some kind of practice, because you have to either, I need to learn to be quicker with my eye, or I need to learn to stop caring so much about what looks good where and just start sticking stuff in. And I've noticed the longer that I've sat here and put you all through this terrible agony, I've noticed that the longer I've been sitting here, like, except for this particular instance, there have been a lot of things that I've caught, like, much more quickly that have come easier, and I've been like, oh, yes, this is definitely going together. So I think some of my issue is just that a lot of my stuff just is random, which I guess is fine. Maybe, I don't know. My problem is probably purely me and nothing else. So, yeah, I want to put that bird there because I like that bird. Not a great reason. Oh, hi, Finn. I didn't even know you were in here. I heard you barking in the other room, but I never heard you come in here. Yeah, that does not work. All it does is go through the holes and then, oh, what a mess. Oh, good grief. Okay. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea. Stick it down there for a second. I'm going to have to fix that. I mean, at this point, that's definitely that's going to be a matte medium job, I believe. It's thick enough that I'm not sure that Mod Podge would hold it. So, and all the glue is doing is just coming through the holes. So, I'm going to get me out a little brush, if I have a little brush. That's fairly little. And pull some matte medium off here. And I'll just do it right up here. That way whatever goes through will just be right there where I'm going to stick it anyway. Probably the better idea would have been to just put it down first, or put the matte medium down first, and then just stick the bird on there. But you know, I didn't think that through. Clearly, this brush kind of sucks. This is a crap brush, which is probably perfect for gluing stuff down. Alright, there's that. I don't know what your future holds, little birdie, but right now you're by yourself in the pretty pastel sky. Eventually you will be joined by others. Like a little boy and his lambs. I don't know. You know, I'm still frustrated with these. Where's that other thing that I glued down because I was tired of looking at it? I have to see if I'm any less tired of looking at it now that it's glued down. Oh, yeah, I was going to end the video. I forgot. I really should. Oh, this is so cute here. This paper is just perfect for that. And it looks like this finally stuck down. Be still, my heart. My heart. My heart to hurt. You drink to shrimp. Sweet show. Yeah, okay. Here are my eyes without a face. Is that how that song goes? Shades without a face. I don't know. I could put more here too. Something else weird needs to go there. In my personal opinion. Okay. Well, I was trying to find the thing that I don't like. Yeah, she's pretty smexy. Or it could be a he. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Doesn't matter to me. I just don't want to offend him or her by saying him if it's a her. Why is that not foldy straight? Can we foldy straight? Oh, it's all yacked up. It's all yacked up. Come in here. That way I don't have to worry about my pages sticking together. And I can try to ascertain why my thingy is not folded accurately. Didn't I have this double folded? I did. I had it like that. No. It's not going to be perfectly straight. No, I had it like this. To be honest, I have no idea how I had it. But I know that it was not quite that yacked up. I don't know. I don't know. But I really wanted to try to find that. There it is. There's the piece that I never wanted to see again. I mean, you know, I have no idea what it is, but it looks okay there. I don't know. It's not easy being green. Kermit the Frog. Do I have any frog pictures in here? My daughter could be saying that, but she's not green. She's not green. Is my Finner still in here? He is. Are you done barking? Why are you down here? Why are you not upstairs in bed with Daddy? It's not easy being green. That's Finn, by the way. In case anybody was wondering. Our cute little pit bull is so cute. And sometimes he's a pain in the butt. But mostly you're cute, aren't you? Peters. Are you cute? Is you cute? He's looking at me like, I don't know what you're talking about, lady, but if you said T-R-E-A-T, yeah. No, I did not. See, now I gotta find something funny to go with my Kermit the Frog thing. Okay. I must bid you adieu. This has been, I know this has been tormenting for everybody. So, each time it should get a little bit better. And sometimes we'll probably be more successful than others. But it was a start. Oh, no, my glue. So, thank you for putting up with me and watching me attempt to glue stuff in a book. So, that's all I got for you tonight. It took everything out of me to get through that. It was terribly hard, and that's not what I expected. I was hoping for the relaxing thing. So maybe when I want to relax, I should go back to throwing some watercolors and circles and calling it galaxies. That was pretty relaxing. I do like looking. It's crazy because there's nothing fancy about this book at all. It's a mismatch mod podge of stuff. But I still like looking at it. I think that's the point. Right? Why is this all? Oh, that was actually the tape that came out of her locker. It wasn't supposed to be there to hold that down. We're going to go ahead and make sure this sticks. Is what we're going to do there. So we don't have to worry about it. So you just hang out here and stick and don't come off. That would be most awesome. Alright, Finners, I'll take you to bed. Alright, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. And as always, please hit the like button down below if you liked being tortured by me in the craft dungeon. If you didn't like it, you can hit the like button 6 times. That will enter your opinion of my suckiness. And yeah, have a great rest of your week, and hopefully I will be back soon with another grueling episode of Dirty Journals. So, thanks guys, have a great one, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.